Names of dead linemen mine workers released to Marikana Commission and mopping up operations underway following Hurricane Sandy. I'm Lebo Changala with this news update. The names of 9 strike linemen mine workers who died on August 16 at what is known as Small Kopi have been released to the Marikana Commission of Inquiry in Rustenburg. It suggested that following clashes with police, some mine workers ran to the Small Kopi where they were killed in further conflicts with police. 34 miners died that day. Legal teams are questioning police crime scene investigators about the scenes they were inspecting. Captain Apollo Mahlaki says most of the bodies were surrounded by traditional weapons. Mahlaki has been questioned by evidence leader Mbuisila Mahlanga. Mahlaki says he failed to recover cartridge casings in close vicinity to the majority of bodies.
That's correct, Chair and Commissioners. There were some traditional weapons
next to each one of those bodies.
That's correct, Chair and Commissioners.
There were 9 bodies. How many weapons?
I never counted the weapons individually because they were just lying around.
Did you find any cartridge cases close to or in the vicinity of bodies D to M?
No cartridge cases were recovered around those bodies.
Azwata Mine in the northwest has confirmed it has dismissed some striking mine workers after they defied 2 ultimatums. One was for them to make representations why they would be fired after they downed tools. The strike started when workers at the mine's Gruendal shaft protested against the reinstatement of a mine manager. They accused him of allegedly assaulting an NUM member who refused to sign a wage agreement of 6.5% without the presence and input of union members. The NUM says the strike intensified when the mine dismissed close to 1,000 workers. Thabang Molale has the latest.
Extrata Mine in the northwest has been hit by wildcat strikes since August this year. About 300 workers from the mine's operations in Brett were dismissed earlier this month after they downed tools, accusing the mine of changing the conditions of employment without consulting with their unions. Today, scores of striking mine workers have converged at the mine's Rustenburg shaft, calling for it to shut down and all of the mine's operations to come to a standstill until their colleagues are reinstated. The mine is yet to respond to these allegations. Thabang Molale, SABC News.
Disaster management services have taken to the streets of New York City in the wake of Hurricane Sandy's devastation. Mayor Michael Bloomberg says Sandy might have been the most devastating ever experienced by the city, with 18 confirmed deaths in New York City. Sharon Bryce Peace reports on the mopping up operations.
Residents in several apartment buildings have been told not to return. Basements are flooded, as are elevator pits, slowing the restoration of power. Utility workers have already been seen pumping water out of buildings, while the CEO of the power company, Con Edison, promised power would be restored in 4 days. New York Stock Exchange will reopen today, but the subway system remains flooded, while schools and the United Nations will stay closed. Damages now estimated at tens of billions of dollars, as Sandy edges her way into the history books. Sherman Brycepe's SABC News.
And Gauteng Local Government and Housing Department has released a report detailing deliverables of the Provincial Disaster Management Centre for 2010-2011. The report highlights the achievements and challenges experienced during that period. It also announced current initiatives such as fire and flood awareness campaigns, as well as safety plans for the upcoming 2013 African Cup of Nations Games. The SABC's Molebocheng Sibidi reports.
MEC Ntombi Mekwe says disaster management needs to be tackled by all government departments. She says good planning and better organization at emergency response centers help save lives. The MEC says despite their flood and fire awareness campaigns, they still face many challenges, especially at informal settlements. Mekwe says they will study the reports to learn on how to improve on response skills and implementation of preventative measures in the future. She says they are currently reviewing a disaster management plan that will focus on reducing casualties in a crisis. Molebocheng Sibidi, SABC News, Johannesburg.